and take that sack. They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Burrow. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Come on, set. Hey, hold it. Hey, Edgar.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Gun.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11 Thomas.
They'll look to throw.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well. 11 MT.
Now Burrow on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for them a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
11.
To the air again, Burrow. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Here's Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Again, it's Lawrence. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence dancing to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line.
A give, it's Etienne off the option.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Down.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Rolling to his right.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
And they'll run with ETN.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence
Out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Burrow on play action. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
Brings up 3rd down.
12.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now Lawrence on first down. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting in the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker or corner.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And this is caught at the 8.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run with Etienne.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Steps away. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half.
Tucker with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half.
Ravens 24, Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
On 2, ready?
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's got room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
60 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Burrow will throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Cross.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Cross. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
11, Thomas.
Burrow looking to pass.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On third down, Mixon. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 12. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And my goodness, another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second and 5 now.
Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now Lawrence on third and long.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Again, it's Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He finds his man, complete. That's Cross. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Here's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Now Lawrence.
Got a man on the right sideline. It's Jordan.
Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Travis Etienne
from 6 yards away.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mixon will try the right side. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
I'm one, ready?
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cross.
Down inside the 10.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time.
Here we go. 11, MT, tape. 11, 11, 11.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
11, 11. 11, MT, tape. 11, Mighty. 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
going up top.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
11 empty, 11 empty. 11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
They have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the